It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh yes, jamming into it. Welcome back to it, your feel-good breakfast show. It's Expresso live here on S3, but also welcome back to another installment of the Culinary Hotline Bling.
Sing, sing, sing!
Oh yes, that's what I like to hear on a Wednesday. We're joined by one of our favorite chefs, one of the finest in the country, really, is Chef Clem. And if you have any questions for him, you know what to do. He's on dial. He's on speed dial. 021 110 552. That's the number. In fact, we've got a question already that came through. Last week we had Marin LaRue, who came through with a question for Chef Clem. And this is what Marin LaRue said on Facebook. Hi, Chef Clem. Great cooking, bud. So every time I cook curry, I get a water base off the plate. Not sure if it's from cooking my potatoes separately. We want to find out what the answer is, Chef Clem, because, yeah, every time he cooks, curry, he gets that water base off the plate. What does that mean?
So, sometimes you do see when you plate up a curry, there's like a little bit of water that starts running on your plate. And like, where does that come from?
And it's not from the steam, eh?
Not, almost. Okay, so to be honest with you, I find when that happens, it's usually the rice. So when we cook rice, the rice absorbs the water, and that's how it hydrates. And then if you serve it too quickly, as soon as you top it, some of that water comes out. A good solution is when you make your rice, whether you're doing the full absorption method or you're just putting the rice in with 1 part rice, 2 parts water, or 1 part rice and a lot of water and boiling it and straining it. When you strain your rice, if that's the method you're doing it, let it sit for 5 minutes. Like making sure as much of the water, let the rice sit in that colander or in that strainer for like 5 minutes, okay? Okay, that way some excess water will come out and the top will steam. Then put the rice back into the dry pot, no lid. That way any excess moisture will evaporate and you won't get that little puddle. I do like the question about adding your potatoes into your curry cooked. The reason sometimes we add our potatoes to our curries cooked is potatoes take about, let's say, 25 to 30 minutes to soften. But there is a benefit of adding potatoes to your curry when it's still raw.
What is this benefit?
Potatoes cook by, just like rice, absorbing the moisture and the liquid. What happens then is if you add your potatoes raw to your curry, they're going to suck up all that amazing curry flavor. And a good curry, 2 of them, tomato brie, not necessarily a curry, but depends how you make it. Tomato brie is a good example of that because you get that beautiful red crimson potato at the end. And oxtail vindaloo, same thing. Okay, so
my full attention. You've got it. You've got it.
Look, this is also I'm helping Marin, but I'm also helping the people out there because you see the weather outside.
Yep, the weather does.
It's oxtail weather.
Without a doubt. Okay, cool. Let's get into the recipe, Chef Clem, which everyone can get their hands on if they go on to expressoshow.com. So, Marin, thank you very much. You've set the country up this time around with your question. What are we doing there? First things first.
We're going to start our curry. First things first, I've made a mistake, and we're going to talk about this because of what you should never do with your curries or with a stew. The pot was too hot. When you start cooking off your onions in the first part, a nice low heat is what you're looking for. You want to like soften those onions before they start getting color on them.
Gradually.
Okay? So I intentionally did this for you at home, so you know what not to do.
Okay, all right. Well, we learn from these small mistakes, but I know you are the king of recovery. You've got these
we're going to bring this together.
To just get it back.
Another cool tip is to add a little bit of salt to your onions. That way they release some of that moisture, so they kind of steam as they fry. They'll soften even quicker. Cool. Then what we're going to add to it is curry leaves. Guys, I cannot express enough.
Bay leaves.
No, these are curry leaves. Smell that.
Okay, yeah.
It smells straight up curry.
Yeah.
If you think you can't make a really good curry, just add curry leaves to your curry. It's got the essence and the flavor and the soul of curry happening in there. So get that in there. I'm going to add all of it, okay?
When is it best to add those curry leaves? At what stage are they best? Is it when they're like nice and dry, or is it when they're still green like that?
You can use dry if you want, absolutely. Cool. And sometimes it might be difficult to find the fresh ones. I get mine from Woolies, and that's the only place you should get them. You buy them fresh, and it's amazing. If you can only get the dry ones, Woolies does the dry ones as well. It's fine, just add them.
Okay, great.
So you will find, though, with the fresh ones, you'll add a little more. The flavor's a little more subtle. With the dried ones, it has a little more intensity to it. Okay. Leaves going in. Then, very quickly, let's go in with our... it's 2022.
That has to be my favorite thing.
Right?
Exactly.
Don't be
no
chopping garlic.
chopping, just, I mean, look, if you want to go through that whole full experience, you certainly can. But I think that why do that when you've got the convenience of just picking up one of those?
Absolutely. Garlic, ginger,
Yeah.
chili. We're going to go with all. It's not going to be that hot. Cool. We've already browned off our oxtail. And that's amazing because when you do brown off your oxtail, it develops so much more flavor.
So do you want it now?
No, I'll give them a little bit. Our team have made a homemade stock, okay? So they wanted to use that today, and so I'm going to do that. But when you actually make it and you've got beautiful oxtail that's been browned off, you don't need stock, you just need water. Cool. Spices going in. And if you want to get the list of all the spices, we've got the recipe.
Yeah.
Go and check it out. Get it in there. Now, the first things first, when your spices go in, give it like a minute in the pot.
Before
At
you
this
stir,
stage,
or
before, no, while you're stirring.
Okay.
At this stage, my heat is still low from cooking the onions. And I want to toast those spices in there. If it's too hot, you're gonna burn it, and you'll taste it. So nice and slow. You're gonna smell it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I am already.
Yeah. I'm using ghee today because my man Graham and
You want to make it nice and rich and creamy in that way, right?
Ghee. G knows about the ghee. And G will tell you this is how he prepares his steaks.
Yeah.
And also when it comes to curries, this is the one you go to.
That's
it's just
the girl.
amazing.
That's the girl.
And it lasts in your fridge for like, I've had mine in my fridge. The one that I just gave away to my dad-in-law because he started banting. I had it in the fridge for like 6 months. And you know what? It'll last another 6 months.
Okay, so it's not been that long. What would you say is the maximum sort of like
Because it's a
fridge life
fat.
of
Because
it,
it's a fat, right? And fats are used to preserve things naturally.
Yeah.
If you look after it properly and store it in the fridge, like at the back of your fridge, I'm not gonna lie, you can keep it for like a year and a bit.
It'll chill.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so added some extra ghee to it for a reason. What I want is the fat to start running out from the curry a little bit, and I want to see the color of the spices in there. Now we're going super fast. Oxtail going in.
We're going super fast, but of course this doesn't mean you should be going super fast with your one. You want to make sure that you really do take your time with it.
Take your time.
Chef Clem has said. But the recipe is on expressoshow.com. Marin, thank you very much for that fantastic question. Remember that you can ask Chef Clem any of your culinary conundrum questions by dialing us on 021 110 552, or you can post your questions to us on Expresso Morning Show SABC3. But it smells so good and it's so perfect for the season. We'll be back with some more. I can't wait to taste that, the final product. Thanks, Chef Clem.
Thank you.
I'm going now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to it, your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, and another installment of the Culinary Hotline Bling.
Ting, ting, ting!
Oh yes, we wanted to share some recipes with our viewers that will be starting Ramadan this weekend. It's big celebrations and commemorations all round, so we do wish you all of the blessings for the holy month. Now, to get your hands on the recipe, please do go onto expressoshow.com, and I know that Ramadan is a big one for those really interesting desserts that I love to get from my friends who celebrate Ramadan when they bring skafteens and leftovers the next day. And it's always such a treat.
So this is practice for me because when I go visit, I don't know who yet for Ramadan, I want to take some stuff as well. So I'm practicing, I'm trying to get it right. I'm going to put you on the faluda, seeing as you said you like the dessert element of it.
What is it called?
Faluda.
Faluda, okay.
Which is this amazing dessert, and it gets set up with these faluda seeds or sabja seeds. Because as you can, okay, let me just talk about it. This is the dried seeds.
Okay.
I just added some water, and then they swell up like that. And that actually helps set the drink that we're gonna make, the dessert. Okay. First things first, we're gonna go in with some milk.
All right, so where do you want me to get the milk?
Into the NutriBullet cup for me.
Cool.
Some milk, and then we're gonna go with some ice cream. That's good. A little bit of ice cream that's gonna go in. We might add a little bit of more milk in a little bit. We'll just check it out.
Need to, yeah.
Got your ice cream scoop and some warm water if it's difficult for you. It's not difficult for you.
It's not that difficult.
It's so easy for you.
I'm so used to this because I can finish a tub of ice cream like this by myself in 3 days.
I thought you were going to say in like a day.
No, come on, I'm not
that would be irresponsible. But yeah, absolutely.
Called responsible eating. Okay, so is this enough ice cream in there?
Yes, that's good for now. We'll adjust if we need to. Then I've got some rose syrup and some rose water. Okay. Rose syrup is going to give us that beautiful pink color. Rose water's got the rose syrup has rose flavor in there. I just find that the rose water's got a more intense flavor.
It's stronger.
It is stronger. You can hit it. Good. Okay, You're gonna blend that up for me.
Okay.
And while you're doing that, I'm gonna get started on our bhajis.
Bhajis, I love bhajis.
Dal cheese or chili bites. Are there any other names for it?
I love them. Okay, let's get that going.
Good. Okay. You're good,
Nice,
you're
it's
good.
done.
There we go. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, what you do is you're going to pour that into the jug for me.
Okay.
And you're going to mix it through with your subja seeds. Make sure you disperse those seeds really well.
Nice.
Okay, because we need that to get in there, so it's going to sit.
I do think I've had this drink before. I just
Yeah.
can't remember where exactly, but I've definitely had this one before.
Absolutely. Okay. That needs to go to the fridge to set up. So I'll come back to that in a bit.
Okay.
For our bhajis, we've got chana flour. Okay, which is chickpea flour.
Okay.
That's going to go in there. And we sifted this before all the time, just in case there were any lumps that were in there.
All right.
Then we're going to go with some... No, let's go with our spices first. We've got some fennel. We've got some cayenne. But don't worry about the quantities or the list of ingredients because they can find it. Where can they find it?
They can find this on expressoshow.com. So if you really do want to get involved with all of the Ramadan-inspired recipes that we're making here, go on to expressoshow.com. There, you're going to find all of the ingredients we're making use of. So all the different spices and herbs that we've been using here, the powders, every single thing, including the step-by-step guide on how to make them.
Right. So a little bit of salt goes in.
Yeah.
And then onions going to go in.
Nice. And when it comes to onions, do you like them to be chunky or really finely sort of grated?
This is up to you. I do prefer them a little finer, but
Okay.
the people that work in the kitchen love their chunky onions in this
I
one,
like
and I get it because that adds so much texture to
Yeah.
it. Okay, coat everything really well in the flour mixture, and we're going to go with regular flour. Oil's been heating up. We're going to go into some corn, and the corn's great because that's going to add moisture to it as
What's
well.
been done to that corn?
It's creamed corn.
Okay,
What's
which
been
means
done?
what?
Someone popped the lid. Mwah.
Oh, it comes from a tin. Ah, okay.
We just love being in the kitchen with you. Honestly.
All right.
Oh, we got a phone call.
Is that a telephone ringing? Telephone. Let me just take this. Thank you for calling the Culinary hotline bling. How can we help you today? Hello? Yes, hello. Who's speaking?
It's Jan speaking.
Jan speaking. Jan, where were you calling us from this morning?
I'm calling from Carltonville, Joburg.
Oh, Carltonville out in Johannesburg. Did you say Carltonville?
Yes, Carltonville.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. Well, Jan, here is Chef Clem. He is preparing something really delicious here, some bhajis for us. But what is your question for him?
My question is for Chef Clem. I just want to find out how to make it a model.
Oh, Jan, we were struggling to hear you there, but if I'm getting you correctly, I feel like you were asking how we make a tomato paste. Jan? I think that was the question. How do we make a tomato paste?
Tomato paste is very easy to make. So what I do is I buy tomato passata. Okay?
What is that?
It is an uncooked tomato sauce. Okay. And then I put it in a pot and I put it on a low heat and I cook all the moisture out of it.
Okay.
The only thing is that it does take a very long time because you can't put your heat up too much. You're going to end up burning it.
Yes.
You want to go nice, low and slow.
You slow cook it.
For that reason, because it takes such a long time, Jan, I love your ambition. I love the fact you want to make tomato paste. But we can buy tomato paste, obviously, in the sachets, in the tubes.
Yes.
And it saves you so much time. And that's why I find it so convenient. And Woolies have an amazing tomato paste that actually has a sofrito in there, which is carrots, onions,
So it's
celery.
like done.
Even more intense.
Oh, that's
It's got
great.
the screw cap, so when you're done, you can just put it back.
Okay.
Making your own tomato paste, I love that. And if you ever wanted to have the full experience of making a tomato sauce from scratch and a pasta from scratch, it's amazing to entertain your guests and be like, I made all of that from scratch.
It just does take time, which is the beauty of it, I suppose, that you would have made it with all of the love, the time, and the care. Okay, cool. We need to now get through this in 40 seconds.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, so what I'm going to ask you to do is, can you pour your faluda into those little beautiful glasses there?
Yes.
And then once it sets up, you can decorate with some pistachios and another dollop of ice cream on the top.
Okay.
Give it a good mix. I've got my bhaji mixture, and we really, I suggest you let this sit for 20 minutes, just to hydrate, and you add it to your oil, and as soon as they come to the top of the pot, you're good. You're good.
Okay, so you want to make sure that you are paying attention because you can't go too far from the pot. You want to make sure that you are watching them as they come.
Absolutely. So you can add your pistachios now to add a bit of nutty flavor inside, but when you decorate them with the pistachios, you want your faluda to be set first.
Nice.
So
Okay,
you are
great.
just doing
I've
the
got
most today.
that. Okay, cool. So that's what our bhajis look like. I do love bhajis, and of course, we're going to be seeing so much of that coming through with Ramadan celebrations. I'm going to give this
And
one
also,
a taste.
here's a quick to our viewers out there. What's the one thing on your Ramadan table that always has to be on the table? Let us know on Facebook, and we'll probably make that dish for you. We'll select that dish. Let us know, please. We want to know. We want to know. What are you eating? We want to know.
Go on to expressoshow.com. Expressoshow.com for the recipe and all of the ingredients. Chef Clem, thank you very much.
Thank you.